I'm Mike Pine and this is Greg Gillespie. Greg is a senior manager in charge of our tax department. Greg is not only a CPA, he's also a CFP, a Certified Financial Planner. We personally believe at Pine & Company that we shouldn't try to sell you investments or make commissions by offering advice on what you should buy or shouldn't buy. I know a lot of CPA firms are doing that. Honestly, we believe it's a conflict of interest. But by having Greg with a CFP background as your tax CPA and managing the tax process that we're helping, he just brings in a whole nother perspective and can offer insight that quite honestly I can or other people who don't have that background can. And he can also help you figure out if you have a certified financial planner that you are paying commissions to and fees to. He can help you figure out if they're serving you well. Greg, you have I don't want to say a very long career in public accounting as a CPA, but you've been around for a while and you've been at some firms. What do you think differentiates Pine & Company CPAs from the other firms that you've worked at?
I would say with Pine & Company, has that small firm feel, but yet has enough personnel conducting the services that it does what large firms does in different aspects of.
You're speaking about our quality control process, right?
Right.
Both Greg and I and many CPAs out there have tried to have their one-person solo CPA practice, their one-person shop. And it's hard to do. We've done it and survived it before, but quite honestly, I don't care how good of a CPA you are, how many years experience you have, we're all human and we're gonna make human errors. You cannot avoid that, especially during tax season. If you're the only person working on a tax return, you're doing all the data entry and then you're trying to do a review, it's hard to do, it's hard to get right, and it's hard not to miss things. So what we've instituted here is multi-step quality review process where we try to have on every tax return 3 sets of eyes. We have someone prepare it. Greg usually does the first review and then I do a final review. When Greg's reviewing it, he's looking at all the details, making sure none of the details were wrong or put in wrong places, making sure we're not missing any deductions or credits, making sure it's all calculated right. And by the time it gets to me, and I'm grateful for this to be able to do this because I think I offer our clients a lot better service, I get to take like a 30,000 foot view, like an airplane flying over the country. You can see all the stuff around you and you're not just stuck in one myopic part. So when I get a return from Greg, I know the details are right. He's made sure that it's right. And I can just look at the big ideas like, hey, this client, they're making more money. Their taxes are going higher, but are they going proportionally higher? Are we missing any of the new tax credits that became available this past year? At Pine & Company, we strongly believe, whether it's on the accounting side or in the tax side, in this case that we're going to be discussing, that we can offer our clients so much more value if we can proactively plan for taxes throughout the year rather than, quite honestly, what happens in most cases with taxpayers and their CPA. January 1st comes around, the taxpayers get together all the material that has already happened, all the transactions they've already gone through, send it to their CPA, and we still have clients that do that. And at that point, all we can do is put the stuff that you send us on the right lines of the tax return, and you're going to pay whatever tax you owe.
We like to be involved with our clients in knowing whether, for instance, they're going to be purchasing another business, selling an existing business. Us being involved with them can help us stay on top of their tax situation and prevent a large tax bill, whether it's at the end of the year, next year, 3 years from now.
We strongly urge our clients to meet with us throughout the year. Take every opportunity we can to actually improve their tax situation before the end of the year. This is where we can add value. This is where we can save clients lots of money. I can just think of a few clients we met with. Greg and I had year-end tax planning meetings last November. And ultimately, because of things that we were able to set up before the end of the year, hundreds of thousands of dollars were saved for individual clients. And these aren't huge clients. These are clients with $1 million a year in revenue, but saved over $100,000 or even $200,000 in taxes. Combined, I think during our year-end tax planning meetings last year, we probably saved clients millions. It's really important the way we can add the most value to our clients, we believe. If you, our client, will consider us your partner, not so much as your CPA that you have to report to.
And we want to work with clients who, for instance, have a business and there's multiple generations. We work with them in being able to pass that business on to the next generation and have it be successful and strong as ever.
And help prevent the IRS from forcing a business sale if someone dies, so that the business can continue and the children and the grandchildren can continue that legacy of the business that you or your forebears, your forefathers have worked hard to establish.